So this one will be about how to fix this remote control. So before doing anything, of course, check the batteries. This is the very basic thing to do, and I will give you a tip how to know with a very simple thing if it is transmitting at all. So first thing, we will take the fluke and test the batteries to check that the batteries are okay. So the best thing is to take them out of the remote, like I'm doing right now, and then test each battery at a time to check that they are okay. So this is the first one, 1.57, and this is the second battery, 1.57. At this voltage, no need to put any load because these are brand new batteries. If the voltage is a little low, so it's a good thing to check it with a load and to put it inside and do a test while it is in the remote, but it is not necessary in this case that we see that the voltage is high and I know that the batteries are brand new. Now let's talk about the simple tip that anyone can check any remote without special equipment to know if it is transmitting. So the first thing is just to use a camera. Any camera, can be a phone camera or a regular other camera that you have, doesn't matter. Put it in a camera mode. Okay, and now we will take another remote that I know that it is okay. Put it under the camera lens, and then we will transmit. I hope you can see anything. Okay, now it is in the frame. You see the little flashes? The little flashes are of course telling that it is transmitting. Now why this? Because the camera is sensitive to infrared, and now I will take the remote that is not working and try to do the same. Put it in the frame, okay. Put it here. Oh, sorry about that. Put the camera again. The frame, it's a little hard to put it under the frame. This one in the camera lens, okay. I'm pressing and you can see that it is not transmitting. So this is a very basic tip how to test without you have a remote sensor beeping and other stuff, but you don't need it, because if you have a regular camera, then you're okay. Now I will put backlight on, and of course the first thing is to open the remote without harming it too much. So I will show you how to do it. So what you need is an opening tool, like any phone opening. I will search for one. I have many of these, but the problem is always to find where they are. Where this opening tool, it is. I have many of them. Okay, found one. Okay, so this is a very regular open tool for any phone. Of course, first step will be to remove the batteries. I'll put the camera in a better position. It will be easier for me. Okay, so first thing, of course, will be to take batteries out, just like this. This is the most easy way. Second thing will be to find where the two plastic are connected. It's very hard to do it without breaking any clips inside, but even if you break one, it's not the end of the world, because you will be able probably to close it later, but of course you want to harm it as less as possible. By the way, you can use of course any screwdriver, but do it very gently in order not to break. After you open the first one, the first clip, it will be easier to open the others, because you just go with your tool and apply pressure to the same side. And if one side is already open, this is hard. Almost there. Go to the other side. Well, this is hard to open this one. So we'll do the same. Usually if you open one side, the other opens very easily. But not in this remote and in this case, I don't know why. Okay. I will have to use a screwdriver, which I didn't want, because it is doing more scratches, but I don't have any other way in this one, because it's very hard to open it. Okay, so now we're okay. Gently, of course, trying not to break everything. So, what do I see now? Nothing yet. Gently take the board out, because you have all the clips with the contact on the other side. Take it like this out, and then gently look at the most problematic okay, I'm trying of course to find if I see anything easily. Of course, the most sensitive part is the LED. This is an infrared LED. Sometimes the soldering is cold, and this is the problem. And sometimes it's all about the connection to the battery. But I see that it looks like it was opened before, and I don't remember that I opened it. Very strange. Very strange. Okay, something already went off. This is not a good sign. We'll put it back. One clip's already broken out of the 4. But if it is one, then I'm okay. Okay. Strange, I don't find the clips, and it is broken. Okay. So now let's do the test. So the test should be very simple. You need to apply a voltage if you have a power supply or a crocodile or something. In this case 3 volt, and then to measure the power to the LED. If you see a power, so it is transmitting. What about the power? Since this is a pulses, you will not see the full voltage without a scope, because you are seeing an RMS voltage and not a peak-to-peak voltage. So what I will do now, I will take my power supply, crocodiles, adjust the power to 3 volts, which is what it is, turn it on, and I have now 3 volts. And now I will connect plus and minus, and we'll test the LED. I don't see any voltage because we are not transmitting anything. Now I will do the transmit test. It's a little difficult to catch everything and do the same, but I will try to manage. So I'm pressing and nothing. There is no voltage. If there is no voltage, so something is wrong. Let's check if the voltage on the capacitor should be 3 volts. Opa. I don't have, I do have. You can see in the fluke I do have voltage on the capacitor. This is the first step. So what else needs to be done is just to go over the soldering of the chips. Maybe one of them is open. I will use a microscope to check it, and we'll try to show you if I find anything. So let's go to the microscope. Okay, so these are the soldering. If you able to see, so the first, they all doesn't look very well, let's say, and if I will go over them, it will be much better looking. So let's do it online, and I will try during this video to do it online with you. So let's try to take a look and understand what I'm talking about. So let's try not to move the camera to see what I'm doing here. So if you can see now, look, the first and the second, bet you agree that when I'm moving all of them, for sure the contacts are much better than they were. It's difficult to do it, trying to avoid shorts. I will do it also on the other side. Of course, it's more easy to do it with a microscope. Moving to the other side. You can see that now the contact is fully covered by the copper of the board, which make it, of course, better. You can just, even without any solder paste, do it like this. Okay, I think I'm done. Although it looks not very bad, I didn't find any issue. Let's check it now. Okay, so now I've connected already voltage. We'll put the fluke in the frame. We'll do the same test. I'm connecting now to the LED, and we will do press on the button. Ta-da! You see now the voltage I'm leaving, and I see a voltage now. Let's do the camera test. Camera test. Okay, so the camera test in light. Usually you will not see it very well. You need to be on fully dark. Now I can see the LED. I will show you that it is fixed now. Look, just a second. Here, just a second. I'm not pressing yet. I didn't find any button. I will try to zoom a little better my phone. Just a second. Okay, now when I zoom, we search for any button and will show you that it is fixed. Okay, you can see here, you can see the flashing here, the flashing of the LED, so the problem is solved. So this is a very simple way how to manage and fix a remote using special tools. You don't have to use the microscope like I did, because if you don't have it, it will work. Just go over the soldering, even when they looks sometimes good, go over them again. It may solve your problem. Now the problem that I have is to assemble everything back. How they done it, I don't understand it, but I see now that it should enter in a specific way, because other way it will not enter, and this is the way, so it should be in LGTV. You have a special way to insert it back. If you are in the wrong direction, you will not be able to do it. So now the big problem is always to assemble everything back in. Okay, let's see if I need this bullshit. This bullshit catches. Okay, it catching the cover of the batteries. Okay, I will put it back like it was, and to insert it back, just apply force and more force and more force, and everything will get back to its place. Now we will insert back the batteries and we test. One thing I forgot to mention. I hate it. This spring here should be inside a specific place, and if you did not get it to the place, it can short your batteries. So I will need to open it again. A thing that I really didn't want to happen, but if you forget things, you need to do it again. It can be done. Maybe I will try to open gently just one side in order not to open everything back. Let's see if this is possible. Yes, yes, I could do it without ruining everything. Now the batteries are good to go. When I was younger, I had more patience with such things. Now let's look here on the camera. Okay, again, I will do the test in the dark. It will be easier to see. I don't see it now. Don't see the LED. This is not a good sign. Let's check again the batteries direction. Maybe I put it in the wrong direction because I was too... Yes, okay. I put one battery in the wrong direction. This is... I did not work. Okay, so yes, now it is working. I will put it in the dark and you will be able to see that I'm not bluffing. You can see the LED. Okay, so this remote is fixed now. You can see the LED, it is fixed. That's all. Hope you enjoyed this movie, video movie, and thank you and bye.